Hi everyone, Chef Mark here, and I am in the laboratory with my little induction stove. Check this thing out. I love this. I do a lot of cooking. This is by 1B, which is a GM subsidiary. They make these little nugget ice machines, and they make the monogram pizza ovens. They hand build some really creative products, and they make this. And this is an induction burner. And I love induction for a couple of reasons. It's speed. You see I got some water here and I just turned it on, and I'm already, in the amount of time I've just said hello to you folks, I'm already starting to see some motion there, some bubbles starting to form. They say a watch pot never boils, but we're gonna watch this pot boil because that's how fast this is gonna happen. I love induction here in Colorado because we're at high elevation. I think it's the best source of cooking for the average home cook. So you get a lot of control with gas, because if you're a little flipper when you're cooking, you always have that heat source penetrating through the grate and touching the bottom of your pan. You can get really precise with the temperature, which is fantastic. But it is a little slower than induction, and it kind of rivals just traditional flat top glass for speed and things like boiling. So, I think again for higher elevations, this is really the way to go. And then traditional flat glass tops, that's what I have in my home, and I've gotten used to it. I like it. It's not as much control as gas, but I do like it because it's so easy to clean up. I just wipe it down. Every so often I get in there with the Thermobrite, and I can kind of polish that and get it looking perfect. And then also those are really affordable, right? So that's really the most affordable way to get into a new range in your kitchen. But what makes induction special is just the technology. So you see here, we're already starting to boil, right? You can see under about 150 degrees. Water boils at 212 at sea level, of course. And then safety. So even though that water is hot, this is ice cold right here. This is not hot at all. And the reason for that is that the cookware becomes the heat source. This is an electric source that turns on and off at a really, really high rate of speed. It creates friction, which turns the cookware into its own heating element. So this is cool to the touch. I could even put a paper towel under that if I was cooking something splattery, and it won't catch on fire. So that's really special. So if you have, let's say, children that are prone to touch a stove, or senior citizens that are maybe forgetful, did I turn the stove off? The nice thing about this is it times itself off. It automatically turns itself off. So here we go, we're boiling. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the stove, and this will turn itself off because it doesn't sense a pan. So it really is very safe and extremely quick. Some downsides, you kind of have to reprogram yourself how much power you need. So I've heard people say, well, I burned everything on induction. So you really need to think like standard stove is medium is 5 out of 10. On induction, maybe that's 1 or 2. You have to move a little quicker. So if you're cooking, have everything chopped and ready to go until you get used to that additional speed, because it really is kind of fun how fast things can move with induction. So why should you choose induction? Well, I think you should choose induction for certainly its speed, its safety, how easy it is to clean up, and then just you do get a lot of control because you have almost twice as much BTU as gas, which I think is really exciting. Look at that, right back to a boil. Really enjoy that. So this is Chef Mark with Appliance Factory, Mattress Kingdom. Thanks for joining me in my laboratory with my little demonstration, my simple demonstration of induction. Swing on by Appliance Factory, Mattress Kingdom, any of our locations, and our sales experts